if things move, then if bubbles collide and things can move around, then it may induce more coalescence. It wouldn't really have much effect on disproportionation because that's diffusion of gas. So the fact that you're shaking it around is not going to have much effect, but shaking would affect coalescence between bubbles. So yeah, if you had a system which gets even more viscous as it's sheared, then that would mitigate against that. And you've put cornstarch. Cornstarch is a classic shear thickening agent. Yeah. Then we've got 27, 28. I think it is 28. High viscosity bulk phase. Yeah, same thing. So anything increases the viscosity bulk phase would help. Yield stress, so so if you have systems which will give you a weak network, a yield stress, and that yield stress is strong enough so it prevents rise of bubbles in the system, and it prevents them getting close together, collecting at the top, and that's also going to be of help. This is helping as coalescence. Again, it's not going to have much effect on bubble shrinkage, disproportionation. Combinations of ingredients that cause gelation, cross-linking. Yes, solid bridges at the surface, that will definitely give strengthening. You've got then a list of, again, a whole host of hydrocolloids that will gel, but most of those are not surface active, so they'll be gelling in the bulk, not at the surface. The only exception there is if you have a protein which is absorbed, the protein has got some positive charge on it, and you've got these negatively charged polysaccharides. They can absorb on top of the positive charged protein and give you thicker kind of films, which could give you enhanced ability to coalescence. But you have to be careful there because you can induce too much flocculation in the bulk. Alternative ingredients, this is line 30, that increase viscosity. Well, they're not much around. Oh, yes, you've got again protein fibers. Yeah, so inulin is so in soluble materials. Inulin, I think you mentioned cellulose later on. These are materials which get the right sort of material, they form networks in the bulk phase and give high viscosity. And we've got line 32, colloidal particle dispersions. Okay, so they were back onto Pickering. So if you could have...
Just critical one, just before you
sure.
go to the Pickering. There was a talk a moment ago on the sequence of blend, emulsion, aerate, and then the storage, and just looking at the kind of the point at which we get the crystallization of the fat. So essentially, you'd expect us to be emulsifying and aerating in the point where the fat is in the liquid phase, but then storage or post-processing would be when the fat is in solid fats in the solid phase. We kind of have temperature above and below the transition point for that solid fats.
I think to get the optimum foam, you want to aerate when your emulsion, the droplets in the emulsion, are semi-solid, and then those droplets then will cluster around your air bubbles. The crystals between droplets interlock, and this gives you this partial coalescence. Then if you were to cool that down further on storage transportation, that should really have no real effect. So it should be just stable, and when you're warming up, it shouldn't really be a large effect. The problem
when
is
we are making when we are making the emulsion with the solid fat, we usually heat it up, right, so it's liquid. So you're processing that fat at like 120, 130 apps.
Mm-hmm.
But what you're saying is before you aerate, let's make sure that gets to like a room temperature so that it becomes solid again, and then you aerate. Correct?
Well, not completely solid.
Yeah,
semi-solid. Yeah, semi-solid. So I mean, so you can emulsify the